Okay, so this is the unbelievable teaching, and I'm asking everyone for their help and participation to make this happen, because it's a puzzle with many pieces that still needs putting together. So we're going to do this as team effort, because I haven't mastered it yet. Okay, so davening. We daven every day. When we're davening, we're asking for our needs. We know that we're asking for our needs. But we're going to understand, we're going to learn today, how are we approaching Hashem? There are two different ways, there are two different modes of how we could approach Hashem when we daven. And how do we, where does this topic coming from in the first place? It's the name of this week's parsha, which is Parshas Va'eschanan. Va'eschanan means to plead. What happens is Moshe Rabbeinu really wants to go into Eretz Yisrael. And he is pleading before God to be able to go into Eretz Yisrael. So on what basis is he coming to even ask to go into Eretz Yisrael? And we're gonna learn all this from the very word which the Torah uses to say that he's pleading. And we're gonna learn a whole new. We're gonna have a whole new window that are gonna open to us into what davening, what is happening by davening, what's going on here, and it's not just about saying the words, but there's a whole. We're gonna understand what is davening. What are we asking from? What place are we coming? What are we hoping to get? How does davening work? Okay, so here we go. The word va'eschanan. There are two different opinions. Welcome. Yeah. There are two different opinions of what this word va'eschanan means and how and what's going on here. So one opinion is Rashi and the Sifri is on one side, and the other opinion is the Medrash. And we're discussing what does this word va'eschanan mean. So according to Rashi and the Sifri, I'm going to probably say most times Sifri because Rashi is taking it from the Sifri. The Sifri says that the word va'eschanan, if you take the final nun and you make it into a final mem, what word do you have? Chinam. Chinam means something free, a free gift. And according to Sifri, what does va'eschanan mean? He brings two different interpretations. One is va'eschanan, take away the final nun, replace it with a final mem, and it becomes va'eschanan. Focus on the word chanem, which is chinam. Focus on the concept of something free, and this and this word is not related to davening. Unrelated to davening, you're asking for a free gift. It's undeserved. And it just, the va'eschanan, the word va'eschanan is here because in the word va'eschanan you have the word chinam. If I change the final nun to a final mem, chinam means it's a free gift. That's one opinion in the Sifri. The second opinion is, va'eschanan means to plead. It is an expression of prayer. Two different things. Va'eschanan, either it means chinam, free, I'm asking for a free gift. B, that va'eschanan means to plead. I'm pleading with Hashem. It is an expression of davening. I'm pleading to Hashem. That's the Sifri. The Medrash comes, and the Medrash says both of these concepts, but he puts them both together. It's not two different opinions, but rather it's welcome. Rather, it's one thing. What does the Medrash say? Va'eschanan is an expression of prayer. As a matter of fact, there are 10 different terminologies, there are 10 different expressions that you could use to daven. And va'eschanan is the 10th one, is one of them. And why am I using the expression of va'eschanan? Because the type of prayer that I'm praying is that I'm asking for a free gift. So basically, what we're going to do today is we're going to figure out what is the difference and who cares. What the story is, the story is what happened. The story happened. Moshe Rabbeinu asked, he asked to go into Eretz Yisrael. Hashem said no. So what does it really matter? What the Sifri or the Medrash? There is a foundation. There's a foundational difference between them, which we have to uncover. Between the Sifri and the Midrash, and seemingly it's like, what's the big deal? Like, who cares if we're going to concentrate on it's a free gift that's not related to prayer, or it's a free gift, I'm praying. What kind of prayer am I praying that it should be that I'm asking for a free gift? Like, what's really the difference? So on the surface, it seems like, what's the big deal? Who cares? But really, there's going to be a deep, a significant and a deep difference between the two. Okay, so basically we're trying to uncover and discover what is the difference between saying I'm going to Hashem to ask him for a free gift that is not related to prayer, which is the Sifri's first interpretation, versus the Medrash interpretation, which is that it is a prayer. What am I praying for? I'm praying for a free gift. So we're contrasting and comparing the Sifri's first explanation for Va'eschanan and the Medrash. Because the Sifri's second explanation is that it is a prayer, but we're comparing the Sifri's first interpretation to the Medrash's interpretation, which is inclusive of both, versus the Sifri, which saying is asking for a free gift is not related to prayer. Okay. So we're asking, what is the logic behind the debate? There's a debate here. What's the logic behind the debate? Okay. So there are two ways to daven. One way is the natural way, the regular way, the way that we're accustomed, and that is the regular way to daven is, Hashem, I have merits, and I'm coming to you. I have merits. What are my merits? Number one, I'm a creation of God. So God, you created me. So obviously, if you created me, you're going to give me an opportunity to live on this earth, right? If I'm your creation, I need to have health, I need to have money, I need to have food, I need to have shelter. So because you created me, part of creating me is giving me what I need in order to live on this earth. So number one, I'm your creation. Number two, I'm a Jew. I come from Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. And I'm your prince. And just the fact that I'm a prince, I deserve even more than was offered on Shlomo Melech's table in the highlight of his reign. Whatever was on Shlomo Melech's table, I for sure deserve that also, because I'm your prince. Just by virtue of the fact that I'm a Jew, I deserve that you should take care of me and give me what I need. And number three, not only am I a Jew, but guess what? I'm also an observant Jew. I keep Torah. I'm saying I do mitzvahs and I learn Torah. So now for sure, you should take care of me. So I know this in my heart. I'm your creation. I'm a Jew. I'm an observant Jew. I deserve that I should have everything that I need. But it's not nice for me to come and say, Hashem, I demand that you give me everything that I need. So I have a claim. I believe that I deserve everything. But I'm not going to come and I'm going to say, Hashem, I deserve everything, so please give it to me. But rather, I come with a plea. And I say, Hashem, I'm davening. And I'm saying, Hashem, please, I beg you, please give me something that I don't deserve. Please give me a gift. Why? Because at the end of the day, everything that I do compared to Hashem is nothing, is so little. I can't come and I demand, give me, because relative to Hashem, what everything that I did, it's pretty worthless. So I'm coming to Hashem and I'm asking for a gift, but in my heart, I feel I really deserve. But it's not nice for me to come and demand. So I'm on the outside, I'm saying, Hashem, please give me a gift. Please give me a gift, because it's more polite to say it that way. For example, a teacher wants to motivate her students. So she promises them a reward. At the end of the semester, I'll give you a reward. So the end of the semester comes and the kids want the reward. There's two ways. One way is to go to the teacher and demand, you promised us a reward, give us the reward. Another way, a sensitive child will say, yes, she promised a reward, but really, we're supposed to be good. Really, all the points that we got, that was our job. That was expected of us. The teacher motivated us to do what we have to do, but ultimately, that's what we had to do. We had to behave. So yes, we deserve the gift. Yes, we deserve the reward. But a more refined child that has manners will come and say, can you please, can you please give us the reward rather than demand the reward, because ultimately this was expected of us anyway. So that's the regular way of davening. The regular way of davening is, I believe that I deserve it, but I'm going to be polite about it, and I'm going to say, please give me a gift. Please give me something that really, why should the teacher go spend her own money to go buy me a reward? So really, I was supposed to be good, because as a job of a student, I have to listen, I have to behave. The teacher motivated me. So I did behave. So I deserve the reward, but I'm not going to demand it. I'm going to say, really, we did what was expected of us. So it's really so nice of you to give us something that really, you don't really have to give us the reward, because really we were just doing what we had to do. But please give us, we don't really deserve the reward because we were doing what we had to do. But please give us what we don't deserve, because we were good. It kind of reminds me, we reward our children I reward my kids. I say, I'm going to give you a ticket. I'm going to give you a coin. I'll give you a check. I'll give you whatever your system is. I'm going to give you a check if I brush your teeth. The parent should get the check. You should reward me that I brush and floss your teeth. But I'm rewarding you. Why am I rewarding you? Because ultimately your teeth were brushed or your teeth were flossed, but the whole thing is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm rewarding my child. I'm rewarding my child for allowing me to brush and floss their teeth. They should thank me for brushing and flossing their teeth. So for the child, basically, it's the child's obligation to take care of their teeth. And the parent rewards them.
That's with any motivation. Any motivation that we set up for others or ourselves, the same kind of thing.
You need to do it anyway. You need to get it done anyway.
Get it done anyway, so you find different things to motivate you or motivate the other person, but most of the time they are motivation and the thing are usually together.
So if I help my child brush their teeth, right? Ultimately, the real reward is that when they go to the dentist, they won't have cavities. But I need to motivate them. I need to motivate them. So what am I motivating them with? I'm gonna buy you a doll. So really, does the child deserve the doll? Really, they don't deserve the doll. Really, what they deserve is that they should have no cavities. The doll.
It's one particular thing, but most other motivation, because you're doing it for you and for them, because it's a child, so they don't understand. And you do not want your kid to have cavities because of the pain and the deterioration, and then when they're going to be adults, their teeth are going to be terrible. But on a regular motivation situation, it's just between the person and either another person or themselves as motivation.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is like this. Ultimately, the child is going to get the doll, right? I'm happy to give the child the doll. So the child could come to me and say, can you please buy me the doll? And they have a right to ask for it because I promised I'm going to give you a doll if you brush your teeth for the whole month or whatever it is. The child deserves it. The child deserves it, and I'm going to get it for them. But really, it's a gift. It's a gift. A gift is something that I give you, but a gift is beyond what you earned. Right. A gift is a bonus. Okay, perfect. So the gift is the bonus.
Well, that's why it's called a gift, I guess.
Yeah.
It's your birthday. We're celebrating. That's what I'm saying. There's an extra bonus. Right. So it's not a gift. A gift is not a reward. And
a gift is not a paycheck.
Right.
A gift is chinam. A free gift. A free gift. It's not something that you earned. It's something on top of it. So really Hashem gave us life. Hashem put us on this earth. And we have a mission, we have an obligation to be good and to do what we need to do. And we do it. And we do Torah, and we do mitzvahs, and we deserve the doll. We deserve the gift. But we're bashful, and we don't say, Hashem, I demand that you give me a gift. But rather we say, Hashem, I'm pleading, I'm asking you for something that really, I didn't really earn it. I'm asking for something free. But inside of me, that's just what I'm saying. But what I feel, I feel that I deserve it. I actually feel I deserve it, but I'm being polite about it. Because if you know, for everything that we do, like we give our kids tickets or coins or checks, whatever it is, and they deserve it. But what about the fact that they have a house to sleep in, that their laundry is clean, that they have supper and snack and breakfast and clothes to wear? So what about all that? I mean, technically, a parent, child, there are chores to be done, and you have to do it because look all the stuff that I'm giving you. Like if you want to do tick for tat, if you want to really, figure out the score, you owe me a lot more. You should be paying me rent for living in this house. So really, if you're gonna take dollars and cents, really the child owes the parent. And what's happening? The parent asks the child to do chores, and the parent is rewarding the child.
That's because the parent said, I'm going to give you. If the parent wouldn't have said it, then the child can't expect it.
So the parent sets up a system. Yeah, the parent set up the system. But ultimately, if you really think deeply about it, for the child to come and complain and say, you promised me a doll, and the doll is, and now why are you not fulfilling your promise? So the child, the child is right. But if you go deeper, the parent could say, it's true. The parent could say, won't say. The parent could say, you know what? Don't be fresh because, yeah, you deserve the doll. But what about all the things that I do for you? You never give me anything back. So really, I don't really have to give you the doll. The fact that I'm giving you everything else, that should be sufficient. The doll it's a gift. It's a gift. So be respectful, be patient, and understand, be grateful, and understand that all the things that I'm giving you, and yeah, you deserve the doll because I made this system. But in reality, you owe me a lot more than I owe you. So relax.
I feel like it's two separate things. If the parent wouldn't have practiced it, so the child won't expect it. Yes, we don't deserve it, but if Hashem outright explicitly says, if you do this, I'm going to give you this, then we do have a right to expect Hashem to keep his promise.
100%. So, okay, so let's summarize. So, either example that we used. Basically, the truth is, I promised you a doll if you brush your teeth, if you let me brush your teeth every night, right? I promised you a doll. What?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter how. If your teeth gets brushed, I promise you a doll. I promise a doll, and I really, the child does deserve the doll. But a edel child, when he'll come to the parent and say, a mature edel child will say, mommy, you were the one who brushed my teeth. Really, I don't deserve the doll because I didn't really do anything. You were the one who did it. But because you made this system, and you said that if I get my teeth brushed every day, welcome. If I get them brushed every day, then I'm gonna get a doll. So please give me the gift of a doll. Really, I don't deserve it. Really, you do so much more. Really, you do so much more for me. But because you set it up this way, please give me the gift of a doll.
So the whole delivery isn't how he asks?
It's how I'm asking.
Oh,
In my heart, I deserve it. I listened. I fulfilled all the Torah mitzvahs. I did everything that you said, and I'm a observant Jew. I do everything right. But Hashem, you give me so much more than what I could ever give back. So I'm asking you for my needs. I'm asking it. Give me everything that I'm asking for as a gift that I didn't earn, even though I really earned it, because ultimately you're the one that gives me the talents, that gives me my life, that keeps me alive. So how could I come and demand with a chutzpah? Where's my children? Where's the rain? Where's my sustenance? I did everything, and where is it? Because ultimately, it really is it really is a gift. It really is a gift. Yes, you set up a system that I should that I earned. So it's more like it's. I feel one way in my heart, but the way I express it, the way I express there's different ways that I could daven. There's 10 different expressions. The expression of us Chanan is the expression of us Chanan is Hashem, please give me a gift, because I have the humility, and I understand that although I deserve it, although I earned it, although you set up this system, really you do so much for me, and really I don't really, it's a gift. So please, I'm asking you to gift me my needs. That's one approach. So it is a form of prayer. V'aschanan is a form of prayer, but what's my manner of speech is that I'm asking for a gift. And that follows the Medrash's approach, which combines both together. V'aschanan is a prayer, and v'aschanan is a free gift. I'm praying for a free gift because I earned it. I earned it, but I'm asking for a free gift because ultimately, although I earned it, it's still a gift. That's the Medrash approach. The Sifri has a different approach. The Sifri says a matnas chinam, a free gift, has nothing to do with prayer. Meaning, prayer, when do I pray? When I have something to come to the table with. I have a claim. I have good deeds. Sifri says there could be a situation where a person feels in his heart, I have nothing to come to the table with. I come like a poor person. But you see, the truth is that the poor person, rich person, is really what we described already. A rich person has the chutzpah to say, I earned it, you set up the system this way, give it to me. I'm claiming it, I'm giving it to me. But a poor person comes with humility and says, please, a plea, he's coming with a plea, please, can I have this gift? Because although I really believe in my heart that I really deserve it, on the outside, I'm being respectful and I'm saying, Hashem, you're so great. You really give me everything. There's really nothing that I could do to ever thank you for everything that you give me. So I'm coming like a onion, I'm coming like a poor person. But now the Sifri is a person who comes to Hashem and he says, I have nothing. I'm coming to ask you for a free gift. I'm coming with nothing. I have nothing in the bank.
Just being the Jew alone, so I'm already coming with the money of being the Jew. Hashem gave us way more than what He's supposed to give us. Just the fact that we wake up with our eyesight, with our health, He already gave us more than what we deserve. Way more. We come with nothing. So all we ask for is because nothing from my own.
Yeah. So usually the regular way is when I open up a siddur, I'm asking Hashem for my needs, and I'm saying to Hashem, listen, you know what? I'm saying, Hashem, please give me a gift. And in my heart, I'm thinking, I deserve the gift because I'm your creation, because I'm a Jew, because I fulfill Torah mitzvahs. That's a regular day. Comes a Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu, he was the most humble of all. And he had plenty of good deeds. He had plenty of virtues. He took the Jews out of Egypt. He gave them the Torah. He did so much. He took care of them. He ran after the little shepsela. Moshe is the most amazing leader. But he was the most humble individual. And he said, if someone else would have had my qualities, they would have been so much greater. Moshe Rabbeinu comes, and Moshe Rabbeinu says, I am coming to ask for a free gift, and I'm not coming with feeling in my heart that I really deserve it. In his heart, he felt, I'm coming, I'm asking for a free gift, and I have nothing in the bank.
At the end of the day, we're all outwardly thinking one thing, and inwardly we're all thinking we deserve it.
Right.
He's probably the only person that we think that way. Well, we hope that some high level people that we know that have seems to be up here. That's right.
You have to be a big tzaddik.
For me, I turned to Hashem and said, you have. And
But that means the expectation of his father again, he's my father.
yes, he's my father, and I know I as a mother want to give everything that I can, so I ask him for the same.
Yeah.
Coming from your my father. Not because I deserve it, but because he's my father. So how does this? How do you do
Why is he your father? Why is he? Because you're his child.
Yeah.
So that still is in the category of the first category that we said. I'm a child of Avraham Yitzchak Yaakov. I'm your prince. You're my father. You're my king, and therefore, please take care of me.
I'm not demanding. But please,
Yeah. So we're not demanding. We're not demanding.
please.
We're saying
Like
please.
a mother wants to give a child, I'm asking the Irish to please.
I'm asking to please gift me. Please give me a gift. But in my heart,
I'm not happy, and I expect it.
right, in my heart, I expect it. I deserve it.
Yes.
I'm working for it.
Accepting
It
love is
more
not, I accept it
expected.
because that's the way you
It's
create you.
natural, yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
want it to give you, you're gonna take care of it, you took care of it until now, you're gonna.
Yeah.
But accepting is
almost
not
natural
because I
to me,
deserve
it's
it,
like
I know I don't
natural.
deserve it, it's all that you gave me till now is free, and you continue giving me free. But I trust in you and I believe that you don't want to give me, so.
It's not
accept it
from
for
a
you.
place of demanding, it's
No,
more,
right.
this is a natural feeling.
But the reason why I deserve it is because you, Hashem, you set up a system that if we go in Hashem's ways, then we're going to get the physical blessings. So
Nothing,
Nothing to do with that.
because we set up a system that I'm your child and you're the father, that I'm your creation and you created me,
Yeah.
and you have to take care of it because you created me, you're the only one. Not because I do what you say, because you don't,
Right.
well, I'm not really, can't say that I'm doing everything, of course we try, but not coming from the place that I do what you say, that's why I deserve, but because you created me, I'm yours, you gotta take care of me.
Okay.
At the end of the day, let's say you feel a certain way for your father who was a bus servant. Your father is expecting that you do certain things. It's not always gonna be, but you created me, so take care of me. That's why it's like only Hashem, because you know, parents, that's why I didn't like exactly, it's not exact. That's what she's saying, it's happy, but it's not, it's the one and only papa, you take care of me, that's it.
Okay.
I won't be here.
I'm
Yeah.
coming more from the level of, let's say, my Annika brother. Mickey gives her because she's the mommy, not because of anything.
That's the point of trust, when we trust Hashem the way the baby trusts, then we're good. I trust you, you know, I'm gonna let you know.
Says, give me. I expect it, I deserve it because I'm your child, not because
She's not even thinking it.
She's not, that's the trust. That's the point of trust, not prayer.
Right.
That's the trust. That's where trust, when we fully trust
It's
Hashem,
unlike
and then
trust.
trust, then we have
Yeah.
everything. And that's the work, because, you know, not because I deserve that, because I could, because I fully trust you and not mixing with trusting anybody else. When it's 100% trust in
Yes.
Hashem, it delivers, no question.
And that's why I turn to him and not to
Yeah.
a financial
Only.
advisor or a doctor. I'm turning to you because you're my captain.
Right.
Right, but at the same point, that's what I'm saying, is if you identify a little bit with your father who's a Matzah Vietnam, then you know that your father's expecting something. But it's different. My father also done is limited, God is unlimited, God doesn't have.
Right,
the way,
right.
so it's not the same.
then
I
you're-
trust,
So you're asking for a free gift?
yes, that's the thing,
Yes.
free gift.
Yes.
It's absolutely free gift,
Asking
but
for a free gift.
we're saying the same, but I'm saying, no, it's not free.
But if you're saying, hey, you created me, you ever hear like a little kid, one of my brothers said, why you born me?
Yeah.
I didn't like the way my mother answered him, why you born me? So it's the same thing.
That's the-
We are the one child created, now I said, I'm your child. Okay, now why you give me all this confidence, you created me, help me out here.
Fulfill my need. Happy, yeah, I need
So
to.
that's an expectation that's an expectation of, your prince, now fulfill my needs.
No, I don't come like that. I come like, Kathleen, please, you're my Kathleen. Please,
Well, like, I don't have another choice.
yes. You're my Kathleen, yeah. You know, and I know what Kathy wants to give, so I'm asking. For what I
He's
know.
only waiting for us to ask. He won't forgive us. He's just waiting for us to ask.
Okay, that's actually excellent point that we're gonna come to. Yeah, okay, so we all deserve and we are ultimately we're asking for a free gift. We're asking for a free gift, but the question is in our heart of hearts, we say, Hashem, you created me. I'm your prince. I'm your child. I even do Torah mitzvahs. Don't get not just because Torah mitzvahs, but I'm saying that's the cherry on the top. I even do Torah mitzvahs. So really, in my heart, I feel that I deserve. Comes Moshe Rabbeinu, and Moshe Rabbeinu, he and tzaddikim, they're even on a higher level. They're on a higher level where they approach Hashem, and they're saying, and their view is not just they're asking for a free gift with their lips, but they actually feel that they feel in their heart, Hashem, please give me a free gift. And I'm asking for a free gift. It's not that my heart is one thing and my mouth is something else. What they're saying, a free gift, they really mean it. They really mean it. They really feel that what Hashem is going to give them is a free gift. It's not something that they earned whatsoever. They really, really feel that I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you, and I'm completely undeserving. A tefillah.
That's not a saying, it's a little thing within the heart of heart.
They really feel that they don't deserve it. For example, if tefillah is, I have a relationship with God. Or take a couple that are married to each other. There's a relationship going on. I cook supper, you go to work, we do for each other. There's expectations. A husband, the wife expects the husband to bring home a paycheck, and the husband expects when he comes home, he'll have dinner. And comes anniversary, whatever it is, the wife could maybe the wife could come and say, maybe the wife could come and say, please give me a gift. But when the wife is asking for a gift, in her heart, she's saying, I really deserve the gift. I give my all to the relationship. I'm saying, can I please have a gift? But really what I'm thinking in my heart is, I really deserve it. Then you have someone else who he's walking down the street and a person approaches him and says, I want to give you $1 million for your Chabad house. I never met you before. And there's zero expectations. There's no prior relationship. And I'm coming to ask for a gift from a place that there is no previous relationship. I'm asking for this tremendous gift, and there's nothing that I'm basing it on. There's no past. I never knew you before. I never met you before. Why am I asking? So if it's Hashem, because I know He's capable. And that's why it's not according to the Sifri. It's not related to prayer. Prayer is when I have a relationship with someone. When there's I do for you, you do for me. There's expectations, but here comes a complete stranger. And so I said that the stranger offers you $1 million, but a complete stranger. This actually happened in Iceland. My brother and sister-in-law live in Iceland, and one day it was in the newspaper that these big ships arrived to the port of Iceland, and my brother lives literally on the water, right by the water, and these big philanthropists, rich people, their boats just arrived at Iceland. Turns out that they're Jewish. and they came to my brother and my sister-in-law to the Chabad house, and my sister-in-law tells my brother, ask them for a big ask, ask them for something, and there was a building that they wanted to buy, whatever it is, and they asked and they got it. They got it. Complete strangers. They said, listen, we this building we want to buy. It was a whole story, whatever it is, how they wanted it, whatever it is. Now they already purchased another, or in the process of purchasing another building. This one's going to be the mikvah. This one's going to be whatever it is. But the ask, to be able to go to someone and say, listen, you never in Iceland before. And I'm just asking. Like it takes guts. It takes guts. Not based on you don't know me from anything, but I'm just trying my luck. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying my luck. I'm going to ask. Could you give me a big donation to purchase this house for a Chabad house? And sometimes the answer will be no. Sometimes it'll be answer me yes. Sometimes the answer will be I'll give you part of it. My Zaidi would say, if you don't ask, the answer is for sure no. Right? So you ask. That's a difference. That's the difference. You could come to Hashem and you could say, Hashem, we have a relationship going. I do mitzvahs. You give me stuff. Now I'm asking for a gift, and I really believe that because of the relationship I deserve from you. Or you could come and say, listen, Hashem, I'm not coming on the heels of anything. I'm coming to you. I have so much humility. And I feel the humility in my heart. I'm so humble that I know that I recognize that anything that I ever did is completely insignificant. I'm not bringing any of that to the table. And I'm coming, and in my heart of hearts, I truly, truly feel that I'm asking you for a free gift. I'm asking you for a free gift, like I'm asking a random person who showed up in my Chabad house for $1 million. It's two different ways of approaching God. Until now, we didn't even know that there are two different ways of approaching God. We're used to the way Hashem, we make deals with Hashem. Right? I promise to, that's the first way. There's a relationship. I'll give you, you'll give me, we'll make deals, whatever it is. Then there's another kind of thing. Hashem, I'm putting everything else aside. Put everything aside. I'm coming to you with complete humility. I don't feel that I deserve anything. I'm coming to you and I'm just saying, please give me a free gift. It has nothing to do with prayer. Prayer meaning a previous relationship. Prayer meaning that I feel that I deserve. So basically the definition of prayer, I'm coming to ask Hashem for something, and the prayer is representing the fact that I already have a relationship with you, and I already have money in the bank, and therefore, give me the free gift. I'm calling it a free gift, but I really deserve it. Then there's something else that's I'm leaving go of the prayer piece. I'm coming, just give me a free gift. I'm not coming with it's not a prayer. It's not a prayer. I'm asking for a free gift. And that's how Moshe Rabbeinu comes before Hashem. And the response, what was the response? Okay, and what's Moshe's request? Moshe's request is, I want to go into the land of Israel. Why does Moshe even think that he could even request this? There was a decree and an oath, two things. For whatever reason, Hashem said because he hit the rock and didn't speak to the rock, there was a decree that he wouldn't be able to go into the land. On top of it, there was an oath. Hashem swore that he's not going to go into the land. What happens is, Moshe, it's coming the time that the Yidden are going to come into Eretz Yisrael, and Moshe does conquer Sichos and Og, which later do become part of the land of Israel, which actually end up becoming part of the land of Israel. There were 2.5 tribes, Reuven, Gad, and half of Shevet Menashe. that since the land over there was so lush, the grass was so great, they asked that their portion should be on the other side of the Jordan, and it was granted. So Moshe says, "Here I am. I conquered Sichon. Guess what? I'm actually in the territory that ultimately is going to be Eretz Yisrael." So the oath that Hashem promised that I'm not going to enter the land of Israel, part of it is broken. So maybe if I ask a little more, maybe once the oath is cracked, maybe I could push a little more and actually end up going into Eretz Yisrael. That's why he's even thinking of asking. But how is he coming? He's not coming and saying, Hashem, please reconsider, because I did so many wonderful things. I was such a good leader and all the wonderful things that I did. Therefore, please reconsider. But he's coming and saying, I'm coming with nothing. I'm asking for a free gift, not related to prayer. And the response, Rashi, what does Hashem say? Hashem says, enough. We had this last Rav Lachem, Sheves. Here also the same expression of Rav. Rav says, it's too much. Enough. Stop asking. And there's two explanations that Rashi brings for Rav, too much. And each explanation follows another shita of that we're saying here. One follows the shita of Sifri, and one follows the shita of Medrash. What are the two explanations of Rav? It's too much. There's two explanations. One is Rav means a teacher. Moshe Rabbeinu, please stop asking. Please stop asking. Why? Because it's not nice. Everyone's looking, and everyone's going to say, look, the teacher is so mean, and the student is so stubborn. Rav Miloshin Rav as a rabbi. Please stop asking. Va'aschanan is the gematria 515. He prayed 515 tefillos. And Hashem says, please stop, because it doesn't look good that everyone say that I'm so mean and you're so stubborn, so please stop. Why? And this answer fits the approach of Moshe coming and saying, you don't owe me anything. I'm asking for a free gift. I'm not coming based on anything that I ever did before. Because if I'm coming based on what I have in the bank, then what I have in the bank will run out. But if I'm coming and I'm saying, I'm not coming to you based on anything that I ever did. I'm coming to you like a stranger. Then there's no limit to how much I could ask. I'm not limited by my actions, by what I did, by how great I am. I left all that on the side. I'm not coming with that. If I'm approaching a complete stranger, I'm saying, could you please give me $1 million from Chabados? Could you please purchase this Chabados for me? Right? I could ask for anything. Why could I ask for anything? If we have a relationship, so you could say to me, you know, I like you, I don't like you, I think you're good, I think you're not good, you did X for me, you didn't do Y for me. So it's a calculated discussion. But if I come to you and I say, listen, I don't know you from beans. I could ask for anything because we're not basing it on me. I'm completely out of the picture. I'm not even here. It's not about me. It's completely not about me. It's completely about you. How generous are you? I'm complete humility, and I'm coming with complete humility, and I'm not coming with anything. I'm not coming with any virtues, anything that ever did, any reasons. There's no reason. There's no reason why I deserve this. I'm coming up. I'm asking from the goodness of your heart. From the goodness of your heart, what can you do this? And it's not based. It's not based on me, or if I am deserving, if I'm not deserving. It has nothing to do with me. It's all you. It's all you. And therefore, there's no limit to what I could ask for, because it's not based on what I deserve. It's based on what you. It's based on on your money, on how wonderful are you? And therefore, there's no limit to what I could ask.
You're telling me really that I should have said Hashem. I'm not asking based on what I want. I'm asking for you. Because reading Hashem is the one, right? We learned that Hashem said if we go into school, if he goes in the ship.
Yes.
That's really what Hashem. I'm not even asking. So this is what we want.
He absolutely wanted for the Yidden's sake, because if he would go into Eretz Yisrael, then he would avoid the concept of any future galus.
Right.
Absolutely, that's what he really wanted. He wasn't asking for a personal benefit. He was asking for the Jewish people, 100%. He was asking 100% for the Jewish people. It wasn't a personal, desire for himself.
Like to ask our fellow Jew. We do this all the time. We don't go based on, oh, I deserve. Say, please, Hashem, don't let a fellow Jew be in pain. Help him find a sugar. Help this one have a child. We do this all the time.
Say it again.
For the cause.
For the cause.
Yeah. Maybe we learned that someone should have hanged. I always stand for a fellow Jew. Not because of what I deserve. Please, Hashem. Don't let.
So here, the incredible thing about this teaching is that it's putting in categories what we do, how we approach prayer. Sometimes we come and we say, this is I'm making a deal with you, God, and this is what I deserve, and therefore, please give me this gift. And sometimes we come and we say, we completely put ourselves aside. It's not about my pain, I'm uncomfortable, or I feel bad for, or my conscience doesn't let me. But rather, we're coming from a place and we're saying, I'm completely putting I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm coming, I'm asking you from a place of your infinity. And it has nothing to do with with anything from before, with any previous relationship. I'm coming, I'm saying, God, give me a free gift as if I'm a complete stranger, just because of your goodness, not because of me. Go ahead.
Can I say something?
Okay, so we're going to see, that's a great question. We're going to, okay, excellent. Yes, Esty.
Okay, so Hani, if I can say something, what I think what a takeaway for me is that if there's a din, Chaz v'shalom, someone needs, there's sickness or, things that is a din, like Hashem says, this is how it needs to be. What you have given me right now by actually listening is that I have, even in that din and even in that moment, I am capable to ask as a gift 24/7, no matter what.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I wanted to add on.
Yes, but you have to feel it. You have to feel that humility that I'm coming to you, God, and I'm not coming because I deserve.
Right. So I have that openness. Exactly. A gift means, yes, an expansion, an openness 24/7 without agenda, without intentions.
Yes.
That's what okay, thank you.
It's not fear. It's not fear because that is basing on my previous relationship with you. But if I could let go of, it's not fear, why me? Okay, because why me is still, we have a relationship going on. What's going on here? Without the anger, without the complaining, without the kvetching. I was so good to you. I did so much. Well, how come you're not coming through? That is the tefillah. But if I could put all that aside and a fresh page, and I'm coming to Hashem, I'm coming to you, not based on anything brand new. I never met you before. I'm coming and I'm saying, Hashem, this is our first meeting. Please give me this incredible gift. Okay, so what does Hashem say? Too much. There's two opinions. One is, stop. It doesn't look good. that the Eibishter or the rich person, this big huge gvir, it doesn't look good. Stop asking me because it looks like you're stubborn and looks like I'm mean. It doesn't look good, so please stop. Because okay, excellent question. Hold it, we're getting there. The second explanation of Rav of too much is Hashem says, you know what? You taka deserve. You taka deserve. And Rav, I will give you a lot of reward. You're going to get incredible reward for davening and for asking and for everything that you're doing. It might not be the way that you want it. It might be in a greater way. But don't worry, you're going to get the reward. So there's two modes of how we come to Hashem, and there's two modes of how Hashem comes back to us. We come to Hashem, choice number one, I'm coming, which is the Mishnah, which is the Medrash. I'm coming and I'm saying, Hashem, you owe it to me. And Hashem says, Rav, you're right. I'm going to reward you. It might not be today. It might not be the way you want it, the way you envisioned it, but I'm going to reward you with incredible Rav, tremendous blessings. Choice number two, we say, Hashem, please, to unlimited, I could ask for unlimited ask, or I could ask for a tremendous ask, which is way beyond anything that I deserve, because it's not about me. And Hashem, in this case, Hashem says, stop. Hashem says, stop asking, because it doesn't look good. Okay.
I never even imagined such a concept of praying for Hashem. Literally, wow.
When you come with Ra, when you come when you come with asking for a free gift without tefillah, you're saying, "Give me something for nothing."
If I'm coming with an expectation that I deserve, take the path. Hashem can only limit it by what I deserve. When I'm coming with is infinity, means I'm deserving that I'm getting. I can possibly get infinity, which means I can now ask for infinity. Until now, I was limited by asking for what I deserve. Now you're telling me that I can ask for infinity.
Right, 100%. Okay. Okay. So now we have to ask a question. Once Hashem decrees something, does davening help or not? Because the oath, we already tampered with. Hashem promised, and guess what? Here comes Moshe, and he just conquered Sichos. So now what's left is the decree. Does prayer help? Does prayer help once there is a decree already? According to the Medrash, yes, the Medrash holds very highly about prayer. The Medrash holds prayer on a very high pedestal and says, even though there was a decree, you could still daven to annul the decree. According to the Sifri says davening is not so powerful. And therefore, once Hashem makes a decree that you can't go into the land, you can't go into the land. That's according to the Sifri.
We're bringing light into the world of the Malachim and into this world and the world before the Malachim. And it says that you're ripping up, when you do that, you're ripping up 70 years of peace.
Wow.
That's that.
Okay, so according to the Medrash, the davening helps, and it could be a decree, and it could be annulled. But so when I come from the approach of tefillah, when I'm coming from a place that I have money in the bank account, there could be a decree, and I could say, "Listen, Hashem, override the decree. Look at all the great things that I did," and I get that decree annulled. But if I'm coming from a place that you're a complete stranger, and there's a decree, then I'm stuck. If there's a decree and I'm not coming to the table with anything, then how am I going to get rid of the decree? I don't have a tool, a mechanism to get rid of the decree.
Yeah. And is that why Hashem said not? Because he knew that if we get to this capable of giving Moshe data. So Tefillah wasn't the noble decree, but asking for a free gift was a noble decree.
Perfect. Thank you. So Moshe Rabbeinu knew that because there's a decree, he can't use tefillah. So therefore, he goes and he asks for a free gift. But why can't he ask for tefillah why? But because he was so humble.
Can't ask for tefillah, so now I'm coming with complete humility. I have nothing left. All I have is you, Hashem. So can we know this decree?
Right. Okay. So amazing. I would never figure that out without what you're saying. Okay. So basically what we're saying is like this. A regular person, there's a decree. So you come and you daven and you try to get rid of the decree. But Moshe Rabbeinu, who's not a regular person, who's a big tzaddik, who's so humble that he doesn't see all things that he did as virtuous, as something special. He's such an anav, and there's a decree. So to come with tefillah, he's not going to come with tefillah because tefillah is, I have something to come to the table with. But he's so humble that he says, he doesn't feel that he has something to come to the table with. Therefore, he's asking for a free gift, which is not related to prayer. And ultimately, Hashem says, stop. Hashem says, stop. It doesn't look good. Stop. And we're going to see why that happened. But before we get to what happened specifically with Moshe, we have to know Moshe is teaching us that if you are on this level where you are so humble that you don't even feel that where you truly feel that you're undeserving, you could come and ask Hashem for a free gift. If you work on yourself to understand how great Hashem is and how everything that you did is completely insignificant because Hashem is doing everything for you. No 2-year-old could ever pay back their parent when they're 2 years old for everything that the parent is doing. Do you realize when you realize how nothing you are, you will come to Hashem to ask for a free gift. What ended up happening with Moshe, why Hashem said stop, that we have to talk about. But the first thing that we're learning is that we have the ability, when we come from a place of such humility, to ask for a free gift that's unrelated to anything that we did. And that was Moshe. That fits with the Sifri's approach that chinam, Vaschanam comes to the word chinam, has nothing to do with davening. Davening is we have a relationship. Please, I did it for you, you did it for me. There's no tefillah here. Just give me a free gift. I have nothing. I'm coming with nothing. I have nothing. Please just give me a free gift. And in Moshe's case, Hashem said stop. And why Hashem said stop, we're gonna discuss. In the Mishnah, to bring an example, there's a Mishnah that says that if a person, if a woman is pregnant, the husband, let's say he wants a boy, for the first 40 days, you could daven for the gender of the baby. Once 40 days passed, it's a tefillah shav. You're wasting your time because it was already determined, and you're wasting your time. So that's what the Mishnah says. The Mishnah says it's a wasted tefillah. The question is, from what point is it a wasted tefillah? According to the Bavli, once 40 days passed, it's a wasted tefillah. According to the Yerushalmi, up until the woman goes into labor, and even while she's in labor, it's not a tefillah shav. You could still ask.
Our rep told us after we found out that we had a sonograph for the chief of the therapist girl, my husband asked, at what point does the son become, no, like, we were told, he said, so she gives birth.
Wow.
We had more. Shem wanted me to have a girl, but I can believe.
So I was sitting discussing this with my husband, and while I was talking to him, he got a voice note, and one of his friends left a message, and he said that his mother, or talking about his grandparents, he's talking about his grandparents. They had 2 girls, and his grandmother was expecting another baby. So the grandfather goes to Yichidus and asks for a bracha to have a boy. So the Rebbe says, it's been already 40 days. You can't ask for a bracha. So the grandfather said, but the Yerushalmi says that up until the birth, while the woman's still in labor, it could still be changed. So the Rebbe gave a bracha, and they had a boy. So this is the Bavli and the Yerushalmi. Why is there a difference of opinion? Because there's a Bavli approach and a Yerushalmi approach. The Bavli approach is we start from the bottom up. You have to, when you're studying Gemara, when you're studying Talmud Bavli, there's shakla v'taya, there's questions back and forth, there's arguments, there's effort, you have to schwitz to come to a conclusion. You're starting from ground zero and you have to work your way up. Yerushalmi is a different kind of learning. Yerushalmi, it flows. There's no questions and debates, and it's much easier. So the Bavli represents the tefillah approach. The tefillah approach is the natural approach, the regular way of tefillah, and the Yerushalmi that fits into the category of the matnas chinam, of a free gift, of something supernatural, of something that's infinite, that's something that's beyond the regular, that you could that while a woman's in labor, you could still have an opportunity to change the gender, which is completely, out of the realm of science, out of anything that we could comprehend. The fact that Dina was born, what happened with Leah? Leah had 6 sons. She becomes pregnant. And all of a sudden she makes a calculation. Bilhah has 2 sons. Zilpah has 2 sons. Rachel has 1 son. If she has a 7th boy, then Rachel will have less than the servants. So she davened, and it was after 40 days, and it was switched from a boy to a girl so that Rachel could have a 2nd boy, so that she could at least be have the same much as the maidservants. So how was she able to so Leah, since she was accustomed to miracles, it was a miracle. It was a miracle that it switched from a boy to a girl. So that is not part of the discussion. That was a miracle. Leah is not on our level. She was able to accomplish miracles. So that's the story that happened with Leah. But here we see the natural way, the davening way, all my actions. This is coming to the table with all my kindness, with all my claims, with what I deserve. And also that goes with the Bavli, with what makes sense, the natural order of things after 40 days. There's no point in you can't start changing genders, versus another approach of complete humility. I'm asking for a free gift because I feel that I have nothing to come with, and I'm asking for unlimited. It's an unlimited approach. It's things that are completely beyond what we could comprehend. The example that's brought is the example of changing the gender of a baby so far into the game. That's the other side. Okay. Okay, so now we know the two sides. Now let's go speak about Moshe Rabbeinu. What did Moshe Rabbeinu want? And what did Hashem say? And what's going on? What did Moshe Rabbeinu want? Before we talk about what Moshe Rabbeinu wants, we have to understand the difference between tefillah and Torah. Torah is matan Torah. Torah is a gift, right? The gift of Torah. A gift is coming from above. And Moshe brought us the Torah. Torah is something that's from above, that's coming down on earth. The disadvantage of Torah is it's not something that we earned. We received it as a gift. It impacts us in a different way than tefillah. Tefillah, Torah starts up here and comes down. It's one direction, coming from up to down. Tefillah is a different direction. Tefillah is from down up. And when you're working from down up, you're able to accomplish real change on this physical earth. Tefillah is you have a person that's sick. There's a gzeira, there's a decree. And with your tefillah, you're able to change the decree on this earth. And a person who's not well could have a complete refuah shlema. But if you're going from the approach of what Moshe Rabbeinu went on, because of his humility that he asked for matnas chinam, at that point, if there's a decree, you cannot annul that decree. A decree could only be annulled if you're using tefillah. If you're working bottom up, if the Bavli approach, the work hard approach, down up approach, the down up approach, I could change the decree. But Moshe wasn't coming from that. Why? Because he was so humble. He came and he said, no, I'm coming from a different place. I'm coming from a place of, give me a gift. You want a gift? You want something from above that you didn't earn, that you didn't schwitz for? That on that level, if there's a decree, there's nothing we could do about it. And therefore, ultimately, he wasn't able to go into the land because he was asking for a free gift, and he came like, I need a free gift. I've nothing else to bank it on. I have nothing to lean it on. I have no merits. He didn't come with any merits, and therefore, ultimately, Hashem said no to him. So, what did Moshe Rabbeinu want? Moshe Rabbeinu wanted something very special. He loves us so much. He says, I don't want the Yidden to have a galus. I don't want them to suffer. I want that they should get, that we should have a Torah approach. Hashem, you come with your light, reveal the greatest revelations from heaven, bring it down, and it should accomplish the same thing that a tefillah accomplishes. What does a tefillah accomplish? A tefillah accomplishes a real change on this earth. He wanted that when I learn Torah, it shouldn't just stay in my brain, but it should actually affect my life. It should actually bring real change. Most of the time when we learn, it's beautiful, it's geschmack, it's incredible, but it doesn't change me. It doesn't really change me. And the proof is that I have to come back next week and learn again.
It's changing
It's
definitely apply what we're
Like
learning.
taking it and then changing the way you behave.
so it's very hard to change the way we behave. Very, very hard to change the way we behave. Sometimes drip by drip, right? So when you're getting something, when you're getting a gift, it's very hard to actually change the bottom. to change down here. Versus prayer, when there's a person, when you or a person, a loved one, is in a very difficult situation, you can't compare the davening. You can't compare the davening when you're in a tzara. Then the emotions are. It doesn't just stay in a seichel place. The Torah could stay in a seichel place, and to bring it into emotion, a real feeling emotion is so much harder. But when your person is in a very difficult situation, is in a tzara, and pain, right? Then the tefillah is coming from your kishkis. It's coming from a different place, and a tefillah that's coming from your kishkis is actually brings about change and actually changes you. So Moshe Rabbeinu wanted that when I learned Torah, I shouldn't just be able to leave the class and walk away, and it should be separate from me, but that it should truly change my kishkis. It should truly change my essence. That's what Moshe Rabbeinu wanted. That the Moshe Rabbeinu shouldn't pass away, and there shouldn't be a galus. It should be great revelations. Sometimes you say, you know, Hashem, just bring the inspiration, just bring the light, and then automatically all the darkness will just disappear. That's what Moshe Rabbeinu wanted. Yeah.
When you learn something, the best way for it to go into your kishkis is to teach it for you. That's
100%. 100%. The more, because again, the more effort you're putting in, that's the key. The word is effort. The more effort there is, the more change there is. If it's coming from above, then there's no effort. And therefore the change is very minimal, if at all. So ideally, it would be so much better, seemingly, right? Moshe shouldn't die. Let the Jews go into Eretz Yisrael. No more galus, have Mashiach. It would have been so much better. No Gimel Tammuz. That would be amazing. No darkness. That's what Moshe Rabbeinu was asking for. No Gimel Tammuz. No, Moshe Rabbeinu no, there shouldn't be a situation of darkness where we don't see a leader in flesh and blood in front of us. But what does Hashem say? Hashem ultimately says that there's even something greater than a free gift. An earned gift. Thank you.
What is the gift? Because that gives us the ability to do deep change. When we get it for free gift, then we're losing the ability to change deep people.
Right.
So ultimately, we don't want to forget. We want to share.
Ultimately, we want to schwitz. Because the benefit that we're going to get from a post-Gimel Tammuz world, the benefit that we're going to get from Moshe Rabbeinu, yes, passing away, and 2,000 years of Galus, that benefit where we schwitzed our work, is so special to Hashem, and the reward for that is so unbelievable, and it's higher than a free gift. And
we didn't have Galus without the schwitz of Galus first, and we just been in Hanukkah, we wouldn't even appreciate the Hanukkah without the schwitz before it. A gift that we give our kids for free is never as delicious as a gift that they earn.
Correct. A gift that you got for free is not as cherished or special as a gift that you worked for. So therefore, in Moshe Rabbeinu's case, Hashem says no. Hashem says, I'm not gonna bring this great revelation from above, free gift for the Jewish people, and then there'll be no more exile, and then we have Mashiach, and that's it. Hashem says, Rav, I have tremendous greatness to give you, tremendous reward. Yitaka do deserve it. And you're gonna get unbelievable, you're gonna get something so much greater than a free gift. When it comes from when it comes from our work. And therefore, Hashem said no to Moshe. So there's two incredible lessons that we're learning here. Number one is that if you're davening to Hashem is great. If you're davening to Hashem and you for some reason there's some kind of blockage, you feel like you feel like I need something so badly. I need something so badly. I'm coming with all my schosim. These are all amazing things that I did, that I'm gonna do, and I just need this bracha, and I'm not getting anywhere, or I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere, and I'm stuck. Moshe Rabbeinu tells you, guess what? There's another approach. There's another way. Don't give up. Take everything, put it on the side. Come with humility and say, Hashem, you know what? Not just, I know that I deserve it, but I'm just going to ask for a free gift, but rather come to a place of such humility where you realize, Hashem, where I let go of it's not fair and why me. And you realize you contemplate on Hashem's greatness, and you realize that everything that Hashem does is I was reading an article, which is a very, very difficult article to read, but to look at everything in a different way. Instead of saying, why didn't you give me children? Chas v'shalom, a person doesn't have children. You gave me infertility, which is a very, very difficult thing, but it's a complete mind shift. You instead of saying what you didn't give me, what you did give me. I have to find the article because there were a few more examples, and I can't take the achrayus because it's a very difficult read.
I was listening to the official chapter, and he was saying about K-pop. He says, so you think how they can read it next when based on the Dutch comes. So if you put the commas in different places,
Yes.
it just is a totally different sentence. And that's, at first he was saying it in the tune, but then when he said it, he really paused and different whatever. And the negative of K-pop, the sadness, all of a sudden when you put the commas in different places, it's a nice story. You know?
It all started with Uda Machava, and this is what Rabbi Manasri taught, and this is what the Rebbe taught, that they really wanted us to go through the whole thousands of years because yes.
I found this amazing art. I found someone posted it on Sarah Mirza posted this. This is an article by Rabbi Shmuel Wagner. There's a common expression, Hashem always answers our tefillos, but sometimes the answer is no. Could it be that Hashem commanded me to request my needs from him, all the while smirking, knowing that the answer to this request will be no? Rabbi Shmuel Wagner. Disclaimer. Everyone has their own personal relationship with Hashem. My intention in this article is not to postulate that my view is correct to the exclusion of anyone else's. I'm rather sharing a perspective that has helped me, as well as a few people with whom I have shared the following thoughts, taking our relationship of trust in Hashem to the next level. There's a common expression, Hashem always answers our tefillos, but sometimes the answer is no. So let me get this straight. Hashem commanded me to request my needs from him. Okay, I just said this. All the while smirking, knowing that the answer to this request will be no. I refuse to believe in such a deity. A few years ago, before Rosh Hashanah, my wife showed me a message that someone had posted on social media. Just a reminder to everyone, you're going to go to Shul on Rosh Hashanah and daven. Just be ready that Hashem sometimes answers no. I understand this perspective. How else can we explain all the times when what we daven for, truly important things, don't get answered? And yet, what if there was another perspective? What if we can understand that Hashem never says no? No need to look further than the beginning of this week's Parsha. V'aschanan el Hashem. Moshe davened to be allowed into Eretz Yisrael. And what was the answer? No. Stop asking. Are we to accept this story on its simplest level, that Moshe's 515 heartfelt requests were simply and bluntly ignored? The Rebbe offers a fundamental depth to this episode. If the Yidden had entered Eretz Yisrael with Moshe, it would have been an everlasting homecoming. As Mefarshim tell us, it would have directly segued into the era of Mashiach. Indeed, that was the reason behind the earnestness of Moshe's request. However, a miraculous Moshe-led conquest of Eretz Yisrael would lack the advantage of working within the parameters of this world, and thus would lack a connection to this world. Conversely, under Yeshua, the conquest was more natural, taking 7 long years of battles. Natural means more meaningful from the world's perspective, thus making our ownership of Eretz Yisrael more complete, even from this world's natural structure. So technically, the answer to Moshe was no, but with the understanding that Moshe's request was for the betterment of Klal Yisrael, Hashem's answer was actually yes. I will make the Yidden's entry into Eretz Yisrael be the most powerful, exactly the result that you, Moshe, the faithful shepherd, so desperately want for your flock. But it will be through a process that you, as a finite human being, cannot possibly understand. So ultimately, what did Moshe want? He wanted the best for the Jews. Hashem says, no, but yes. No, I'm not going to let you come in, because then it's not going to be the best thing for the Jews. And what you want is truly the best thing for the Jews. You see, there's the word no and the message no. Sometimes the word no carries within it a resounding yes. Take the classic example in Chassidus of a parent refusing their child to use something dangerous. A firm no, you cannot play with that knife, is truthfully a loving yes. Here is an opportunity for a more qualitative life, notwithstanding you're not understanding. The child doesn't understand why the parent is saying no and taking away the knife. But ultimately, my battery is getting low. Okay, but ultimately, it's okay. But ultimately, the parent is giving their child life. The story goes of someone who asked the Rebbe for a bracha that their surgery should go well. The Rebbe responded, why would you ask for a bracha for a successful surgery? Ask for a bracha that you should not need a surgery. So the Rebbe says, no, I'm not going to give you a bracha for the surgery. Is that a no? That's a yes. That means don't do the surgery. Oh, was that a response from the Rebbe? Was that response from the Rebbe a yes or a no? Technically, the Rebbe was not giving them a bracha as per their request. But we can all understand that with that direct no, the Rebbe was indirectly directing them toward a much higher yes. So too with every one of our tefillos. Hashem wants us to daven to him, not chas v'shalom for him to have a chance to spite us, but to give us a chance to receive his kindness from him, because every tefillah is answered with a smiling yes. Sometimes it happens in ways that we directly and immediately feel. Sometimes it only happens down the line, and sometimes we will only understand it when Mashiach comes. People are marred by their past experiences, call it trauma, whatever. The whole idea of davening as a form of emunah and bitachon in Hashem is the ability to entirely trust in Hashem, that the future is not bound to follow the data of what has occurred thus far. Hashem in his power can prevent the present from persisting in the pattern of the past. How can I practically feel that in my davening and throughout my day, when the reality of my life does not necessarily seem to match this theoretical philosophy? Obviously, this is a vast topic, but here is one interesting method that I have personally developed in my life. To inculcate this notion that Hashem never says no. What if we change the narrative of our life story? Instead of Hashem didn't give me children, try saying and thinking and feeling Hashem gave me infertility. Instead of Hashem didn't give me money, how about Hashem gave me poverty? Substitute Hashem didn't give me health with Hashem gave me an illness, etc. I know it's very hard to swallow, I know. It does not necessarily minimize the pain, and will probably not make it more acceptable in your brain. Instead, it frames the challenge within the lens of something from Hashem. Hashem did not chas v'shalom forget about you, and he's not ignoring you. This is exactly what Hashem wants you to have, with the foundation of emunah that everything that Hashem does is good. This reminds us that this challenge too comes from Hashem alone and must therefore also be a yes. Our tefillos are now focused on asking from Hashem to turn all the hidden yeses into open and revealed good, to bring Mashiach now when we will not need to guess the yes.
Who wrote that? You share that.
Yes.
That is.
That is by Rabbi Shmuel Wagner.
I guess you have to read it, you have to, like when you started saying it's one thing, but if you read the whole thing, you can absorb it,
Yeah.
you know? It's because all the things that you said are very challenging, but it's accepting that Hashem gave it instead of Hashem wanting to give you.
Not that Hashem is ignoring you, but Hashem gave a different path. Hashem has something much better. Hashem, what was I?
No, but you can't.
It's not
It's
not better for us.
Because
As in
every
every
time
time
you said
it's better for our soul.
but it's more like Hashem gave it as opposed to Hashem didn't give it. You know?
Right. So it's something that I was listening to a podcast on Human and Holy of what? I was in the podcast of someone who got married at the age of 38. She was dating for 19 years and she had a baby a year after. And she's not kvetching that Hashem, where were you for 19 years? But she says that she describes her unbelievable relationship with her husband and how, and you have to listen to whatever, but she's in such a place of gratitude and she's whole with the story. She might not have 15 kids, you know, but Hashem didn't forget about her. Hashem, the way she appreciates her husband after waiting 19 years is completely different than she would have if she would have met him 19 years later. She says the journey and the struggles and where she came to and her everything together made her who she is, and now you have to listen to it to appreciate it. I can't say it, but the point is that whatever. I'm not gonna. I'll have one. Conclusions, but I did forget one point, which I want to say, and that is, if we are Hashem's children and we deserve everything good from Hashem because we do Torah mitzvahs and we're Jewish and that. Why the need for prayer anyway? Why do we need prayer in the first place?
For us to know that it comes from Hashem.
So excellent. So the answer is I'll just explain it with a Kellogg's box. While I was sitting and eating breakfast today, there's a Kellogg's box of cereal on the table, and on it says, for every box of cereal that you buy, if you scan the receipt and send it in, then the Kellogg's company is going to give $3 for every box of cereal that you buy. It's going to give $3 to the sports foundation. Okay, so I'm thinking to myself, oh, it's so generous. I mean, how much is the whole box of cereal in the first place? Is it $7? I don't know. And $3 of the dollars the Kellogg's is giving away. I mean, like, how do they do that? You read the bottom of the box, and it says that Kellogg's cereal is going to give a donation to the sports company anywhere between $250,000 to $500,000. They're already planning to give this donation, but every box of cereal that you buy is actually is taking the potential and bringing it to actual. It's actually going to give $3. The money is already allocated. It's already in the bank, but you buying the box of cereal is making it actually happen. If nobody buys the cereal, then they'll only give $250,000. There is $500,000 in the bank. By you purchasing the cereal, you're making it happen. So yes, we deserve 100%, but because Hashem is so infinite, and for our infinite God to give a finite being what they need, right? That's a kindness. For an infinite God to worry about what a finite creature needs, that's a kindness. So the tefillah brings down the kindness that's already prepared for us. Yes, you deserve it, but to actually carry it out, to actually make it happen, your tefillah is the instrument, the tool, the channel, to actually bring down the bracha. That's why we need tefillah in the first place. Yes, we deserve it, but the tefillah is how we actually get it. I just wanted to bring that because that to actually bring down the bracha. So sometimes, right, the bracha is up there. The bracha is up there. It's waiting to come down. There's a story.
Before the story, there's a Torah that all the vegetation was ready to go, and it's only waiting for other worship to daven, and then it went.
Then right, yes.
Everything is ready.
Everything is ready. It's just Hashem is waiting for us to open our mouth and to ask for it. There's a story that came to mind, but basically the point of the story. There's a few stories. There's the miracle meal. There's a video that the Abish is just waiting for us to ask. So what's the story of the miracle meal? That the Baal Shem Tov came and ate up all the food in the house until there was no food in the house. He had no choice but to go to the Paras and daven, and then he was blessed. But the person says, I have what I need. I'm not going to bother Hashem. But Hashem was just waiting for the tefillah because he actually deserved it. Okay, so basically, we're approaching Tisha B'Av. So what should our thoughts be? What should our thoughts be? First of all, we have to know that as Jews, we have the ability to ask for a matnas chinam. We have the ability to say, Hashem, give us a free gift. Bring us Mashiach. But we're in a different place of Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu's time, Emes Takeh, we needed our Avodah, we needed 2,000 years of our Avodah, and therefore Hashem said no. Why did Hashem say no? Not because he wants to say no, because he wants a greater yes. But now we already did 2,000 years of Galus. We already did everything. Now we have to learn from Moshe Rabbeinu. Ask for a matnas chinam, ask for a free gift, come with humility, and leave all our complaints and all our questions behind. Come to Hashem and say, Hashem, you know what? Whatever happened up until now, we're going to put it aside. I'm not going to kvetch about the past. I'm not going to kvetch, ask why a Holocaust happened.
Crying of all the pain that's going on.
Yeah.
Forget about all the pain.
I'm not going to come and with kindness, why was there October 7th? And why was there a Holocaust? And where are you? And why is this person sick? And why is this person passed away? And why? I'm not coming with all that. I'm coming with humility. Hashem, I'm a finite human being. I don't understand the answers for all this pain. I can't. I'm going to take it all. I'm going to put it on the back burner. I'm going to put it away. I'm coming to you. I'm saying, Hashem, please just give us Mashiach. Not because of what I do deserve, what I don't deserve. I'm asking you a free gift. Please give me a free gift. And Hashem, who's our Father, when our child wants a gift, we want to give it to them. But now, after 2,000 years of Galus, and it's more than 2,000 years, because it's way more than that. Hashem, and we're in Parshas V'Eschanan. Hashem, then you said no because you wanted to give us so much more. But now that we've been through this galus, we're coming with the humility and we're coming to ask about Naschinam. Now, give us the revealed yes. Yes. Sometimes we ask for something. And we don't get it. And then there's something so much greater. Moshe Rabbeinu asked for something, and Hashem said, no, I have something greater. Now it's time to get the Mashiach, to get the greater. And I'm just thinking in my personal life, we live on Church Road. We have a beautiful Chabad house. But before that happened, across the street from the conservative temple, there was a Reform temple. And we really, really wanted it. We were living on New Hampshire Avenue for 7 years. When we moved here in 2004, we were living on New Hampshire Avenue. We were renting for 7 years. And we really, really wanted to purchase this Reform temple which was used to be an Orthodox shul. The chicken farmers that came to America, the religious people, that was the first shul in Ocean County. Had so much, people remembered so many. It was a 100-year-old building. People remembered all their family events that were in this building, especially the seniors, and we really, really wanted it. We actually did a few things in that building. We actually rented it for a Siyum Sefer Torah. We rented it for Hashem Yom Kippur and Simchas Torah. So what happened was that Reform temple was merging with another Reform temple, and that building was going for sale, and we really, 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 really wanted it. And we put in a bid, and ultimately what happened was there was also a church that wanted it. We put in a bid. Ultimately, they took our bid and they went to the church, and the church outbid us without giving us a chance to come back, and they ended up selling it to the church. We were devastated. My husband was actually at the kinos. He was actually at the kinos hashluchim when the realtor called and said that the church is getting it. And I was driving home. It was a Friday. I was driving the kids home from school, whatever it was. And my husband's like, Chani, are you sitting? And I was like, what's up? And he said, Chani, that's it. They sold it to the church.
Was the man Israeli?
I don't remember.
Israeli married to a
we was married to a non-Jew.
Yeah,
Okay. We'll talk later. Anyway, my husband he's like, Chani, should I come home? I said, don't come home. I said, stay there, stay with your friends. I can't console you. And we really weren't thinking. The amazing thing about that place was that it was zoned for a shul. The whole shul was 3,000 square feet, which is the upstairs and downstairs. And it had a little schoolhouse. The schoolhouse did not have a kitchen. It did not have a bathtub. And we wanted it so bad that we weren't thinking. We were going to take our family from New Hampshire Avenue, which was a proper house, and move to this, what we literally weren't thinking. Where were we going to live? In the schoolhouse? And the whole shul was 3,000 square feet. And it was a 100-year-old building. And when we rented it, every time we flushed the toilets, all the water was everywhere. Anyway, we were so brokenhearted from that. The end is we purchased our Chabad house that we have now, which is more than 3 times the size. We have a place for ourselves to live. It was cheaper than the other place.
How much later?
It wasn't right away. We waited. It wasn't right away.
You didn't see the reveal, yes.
We didn't see the rebuild. Yes, we didn't see the rebuild, and we did have a 3-year legal battle because it was zoned residential. But ultimately, because of our battle, that's how all the shuls. You have all the shuls in Tom's River. So imagine if we would have gotten it. I don't know where we would have lived. We would have had to rent, and I don't know what we would have done. But there was a yes here. There was a huge yes here, but we were so stuck. We were so stuck, and ultimately Hashem had such a much greater plan. I'll tell you another story. My grandfather, I was very, very close to him, and he was very instrumental in us purchasing the home Chabad that we live in right now. That was like the last thing that he did before he passed away. And when he passed away, I had a baby. She was like 6 weeks old. Then I was pregnant, and I was sure I was having a boy. I wanted a name for my Sadie so badly. And that year by Kaparis, I don't know how, there were 3 male chickens in my box. I don't know how that, I was sure that was a sign for sure it's gonna be a boy. And then I had a baby girl. And I was crying. I couldn't even speak to my mother. I was like, and the nurse told my husband, she probably has postpartum depression, whatever. My husband, whatever. And my husband knew how much I wanted a boy to name for my grandfather. And here I have this baby girl. And Shmuel Isaac, I mean, the feminine of that, what are you gonna do? And I was like, I didn't know what to do. Anyway, that Shabbos that was coming was Shabbos Shira. The following Shabbos Shira. My husband said, "Don't worry, we'll wait till Shabbos to name the baby." Anyway, make a long story short, I was on the phone. I was on my phone. I was doing gematrias and names and numerology. I don't know what I was doing to try to figure out the equivalence of Shmuel Isaac. Came numerology. I started thinking maybe gematria. Anyway, the end is we named our daughter Shira, and Shira is gematria Shmuel Isaac, and Shmuel Isaac is gematria Vaschanan.
Wow.
And then after that, I had a baby boy, and we named him Shmuel Isaac. So now I have 2 children to honor my grandfather. Besides that, Shira is incredible. But when I told my mother, Shira is a gematria Shmuel Isaac, she said, no, can't be. I'm hanging up. I have to go figure it out. She had to go get a pen and paper to figure it out. And then she said to me, Chani, if you name Shira, to me that's your name for my father. So I wanted to, I so badly wanted to Hakaras HaTov, and to name for him. And here I'm the only one. No one else named Shira. No one else named Shira for Shmuel Isaac. Of all the other cousins, and Baruch Hashem, there's plenty. But I have 2 children. I have 2 children that are named for my grandfather, a girl and a boy. And it's all Va'eschanan, which is 515. So Hashem has, if I would have, you know what I'm saying? Hashem has a yes. He said, you're going to have Shira and you'll have a Shmuel Isaac. But sometimes you just have to wait for the yes. A no is not a final no. It's a no because there's something greater coming. There's a greater Chabad house. Hashem knew what we needed, and we have a limited vision. But here comes the piece of the Amunah and the Pitachon and the trust. But ultimately, Hashem, by Moshe Rabbeinu, you said no, but now it's time for the revealed yes. Okay.
Wow.